What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Frag Effect. We got some good content for y'all today, man. We're just gonna jump straight into it. I am the Scent Bubble, and I got my boy with me. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Man, it's Kiss Griffey. You already know. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Y'all already know. No sentiments. We about to get into it. We about to get into it.
Okay, well, hey, before I go into my little spiel, I want you to tell the people what the episode is for today.
Okay, pretty much the episode for today, people, is fragrances that you are going to jump into the beginning of fall. Something that maybe you had in your collection that you might not have gotten into last year, and it's got to make it this year. It's stuff that you already have that you just need to start off your fall with, and we got some from our own collection that we're about to share with y'all. So
Absolutely.
there you
And
go.
before I go into my spiel, I just want to let y'all know a lot of people have been showing mad love. Yo, when's the Frag Effect? When's the next one dropping? Hey, we appreciate all the different content. So we know there's a market of people who like that long form, throw the pot on while you're working out or driving to work or at school, not paying attention in class. So we're I just wanted to let you guys know that, Lord willing, these run every Sunday, and so the episodes drop Monday. I try to reserve Mondays now as the official way to that's the reliable place you can expect Frag Effect. So if it ain't there on Monday, something happened. But this is a cool way also. Y'all know I always have like 30 to 50 episodes filmed in advance in the queue. So sometimes I'll be living in the future. Y'all are living in the past with my content. And so the pod is a great way for you guys to kind of see where I'm at currently in certain circles and conversations with fragrance. But it's also mainly, I put it together to get the community heard, share stories and experiences with fragrances, because I see a lot of stuff in Fragcom, and I feel like I feel like Fragcom is actually underrepresented. Like, we hear a few voices, and because of that, we think and start having ideas about the state of the fragrance community, what people love, what people shouldn't like, should like, and all that. And by putting more people, a microphone to more people, and letting more people speak about their journey and experiences, you realize that this community is actually way more diverse than we give it credit for. And people are having great experiences on all levels of fragrance. By us talking about it and showcasing other voices, you guys can get a more well-rounded sense, get equipped with good tips and tricks, and think deeper with ideas in fragrance, but also in your own life, so that you can have great experiences in and outside of fragrances. So anyway, I'm not gonna make love to the track. I'm gonna save that for later. Um, Fall
Right.
fragrances. We're gonna go 4 for 4 today. We're gonna go back and forth as usual. I like playing with the format of the screen. So as you guys can see, I have Fragrantica pulled up on the right hand side here. So as we go back and forth, I'm gonna pull these fragrances up. Today we are gonna get a little bit nerdy with this, and that way you guys can write these fragrances down and see all the nitty gritty. Before I get into this, Kicks, I'm going to go through some brief information about fall fragrances. So, when I just asked ChatGPT, how do I approach fragrances for the fall? And I just wanted to share some light general information for you guys, because we talk about seasons a lot, but quite honestly, we all live in different places with different climates. And so sometimes you might fall into this definition being helpful, and some of you might not. But at least as long as you have the information, you could use it accordingly in a way that'll benefit your selections for fall. So, ChatGPT says, think of picking fall fragrances like dressing for the season. You're swapping out linen shirts for cozy sweaters, and your scent wardrobe should follow suit. Here's how to approach it. Number one, lean into seasonal mood. Fall scents tend to be warmer, richer, and more comforting. You're matching the atmosphere. Cooler air, deeper colors, cozy indoors. Notes that shine in this season include warm spices like cinnamon, clove, cardamom, nutmeg. Gourmands like vanilla, caramel, coffee, and chocolate. Woody bases such as cedar, sandalwood, oud, and vetiver. Amber and resins, which may touch on labdanum, benzoin, frankincense, and earthy and smoky tones, which can include patchouli, leather, and tobacco. So you're going to think about temperature, you're going to think about setting, and then within that, you can also think about time of day, morning, midday, evening. That should change things as well. Also, another thing to note is that in the fall, you have the opportunity to layer more because fragrances, they're they're harder to stand up in cold weather. So by layering and making a stronger fragrance, you make your fragrance more robust. You can also get away with combining larger scent profiles because in the air they need to have some competitive power against the elements, and so it's less overwhelming to do that in the fall winter. So anyway, there's more information to it, but I just wanted to give a little bit of context. All right. Kix, I want you to start us off, man. What's your, and again, this is in no particular order, guys. We just grabbed Frags. I don't know what he picked. He don't know what I picked. It's a surprise for all of us, man. Set the tone.
All right, then. Well, pretty much I'm going to start off with this one. Dunhill Egyptian Smoke. This is from the signature line, you guys, and I got to hit it off of a strip, y'all, because I love the fragrance. I love it. I love it. This is a very rich, dark and resin. It has almost like a Middle Eastern twist to it, but it's very smoky. It's mysterious. You got this tea. You do have tobacco, cacao. You smell this Palo Santo, that Palo Santo wood. It's very like rich and smoky, almost incensey, if that is a word. But it smells good. And what I love about this is through all this darkness, it has a bit of rose in there. And this rose, you got to really search for it. Rose lovers would love it. They can definitely pick out the rose out of this, but it is nice. And it's a glossy rose, glossy. So my first pick is Egyptian Smoke by Dunhill Signature.
And is there any particular time of day or any part of the season you're wearing it? Any
I'm
is
wearing
it an occasion? Is it a vibe? Is it just weather? What are you thinking about in terms of application?
application. I'm saying, hey, look, fall, winter, cooler weather, um, occasions that you can wear this. I'm saying, honestly, you could get away with it at work, but be easy on the sprays because this is a monster. This is definitely okay to go out and I say this is not necessarily a fragrance that I would want to dress down. Me personally, I would like to dress this one up, but it is a great outing fragrance. You can wear it in office, just be easy on the sprays because this is a monster. Colder weather, fall, winter, early spring, cooler evenings. Yeah.
I like the notes on here. Black tea, ginger, pink pepper, grasse, rose. I ain't heard of that rose. Tobacco, cacao, papyrus, palo santo, vanilla, tonka bean, and patchouli. I love palo santo, man. You had me there. As soon as I hear palo santo, I'm like, I'm in. Okay, beautiful choice. Beautiful choice. I'm gonna start us off today with a cheapie, and that
Oh,
cheapie is Mont Blanc Presence.
wow. Okay. Okay. All
Now,
right.
now this is my angle for fall with this fragrance. It is a very open and airy floral fragrance. It features a very prominent note of heliotrope. I always describe this fragrance as getting out of a light exotic vehicle like a Jaguar, Aston
Mm,
Martin, white or gray interior. It has a bit of that new car smell floral, like ozonic boom. You know what I'm saying? But I would
okay.
target this as a wear right in the morning, brunch,
Mm,
lunch. You know, you got a little breeze in the air. It's cool, but it's not freezing cold. You just got a nice cool breeze. Um,
okay.
and even up against fall leaves and things like that, you just have this airy, almost white purple floral. That's the color tone that I get in my mind, like purple, white flower. I love heliotrope because it's a flower with so much swag. It's got depth. This is fresh. There's almost a cooling sensation to it while not being minty. I almost call this like winter mint gum. It's got that kind of aesthetic to the floral. It's very classy though. I
Okay.
always mentioned Initio's Musk Therapy as one of the most masculine safe florals. However, Mont Blanc Presence, and you guys know me with Mont Blanc, I'm not a fan of the house. There's about 2 or 3 Mont Blancs that I prescribe to, and outside of that, I am good. I don't think they make terrible fragrances. It's a raw materials thing for me. There's standout notes in a lot of the fragrances where it's like they went 90% great, and then this one stick out note just throws me off. And it doesn't feel like it's the note's fault. It feels like a raw material balance compositional problem. But Mont Blanc Presence smells nothing like the Spirit line, the Legend line. It's just its own thing. But what stands out to it from a fragrance like um, Must Therapy is that minty, cooling spearmint, winter mint green vibe, which just as equally keeps that floral profile masculine. It's got a lot of balls to it. You could dress it up like a formal casual or semi formal type of vibe. I wouldn't really recommend it for that. I just think this is the casual fall scent for the gentleman. It's light, airy, classic, unique, signature. I'll talk about some of the notes here real quick. Cinnamon, cardamom, ginger, bergamot up top. Middle notes, apple, sage, and heliotrope. And there's very much a apple sage heliotrope bomb. Less
Mm,
about the cinnamon and spice. The ginger and spices, I feel, just kind of make this bloominess to the fragrance. You know, when you smell a fragrance and it smells like it's like opening up, it's very top heavy and it's just like it's like a bomb just exploded. That's kind of contributing to that type of feel. But it's mostly that apple sage heliotrope. In the base, you have a nice tonka bean, sandalwood, white musk, tons of white musk, amber, and teak wood. Guys, this is special. This is not like anything in the Mont Blanc line to me outside of maybe Mont Blanc Legend Blue. Blue also follows a kind of experimenty vibe, but it's less classy to me. It's more sporty. It's more blue. This is like a light blue, if that was ever a thing. Again, winter mint, classy, but still airy and fresh. I think it's perfect for fall mornings and midday. Um,
mm,
just a banger. I also think it can double as a work fragrance indoors, but because of how open and airy and naturesque it is, I do think it's more perfectly suited for the upscale casual man in the brunch lunch environment. But it is so beautiful and classy that at work, I'm not hating on it at all. It's an easy grab and go. And man, fall time, that spearmint kind of note really just kicks up. And this one surprised me. You can get this at Burlington for, shoot, I want to say no more than $20 for, what is it, uh, a 50 ml. And I think that's really all you need because it's not really like, I wouldn't wear this every day, but I would
okay.
certainly wear it often, maybe a couple times a week if you're working as well. But I could also see this going crazy for like the rich guy on vacation brunch. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
so nice, and because it's a Mont Blanc, I think it really surprised me the caliber of perfumery that went into this. The balance is insanely perfect, and like I said, very hard to find white, purple, floral fragrances that feel very masculine. I actually think this is a masculine leaning fragrance,
I definitely
not
agree.
perfect unisex like Initio Musk Therapy, which is one I think molds to women when they wear it, molds to men when they wear it, type of thing. But
Yeah.
amazing fragrance. That's a cheapie you have to have, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I have that fragrance as well, and it does not straddle the fence. That's what I like to call it. It doesn't straddle the fence between masculine or feminine. It's clearly masculine in my own personal opinion. Um, but wear what you like. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But
right,
that is
right.
my personal opinion. My fragrance that I would like to bring up, you guys will be shocked, but it is from Pandora Scents Milano Privé. Milano Privé. Now, this fragrance is inspiration of 1 million Privé, a discontinued fragrance, okay? Um, you can find 1 million Privé on eBay and you can pay the ridiculous exuberant price of $200 to $300 on a fragrance that never costed that. Or you can easily get this fragrance for $35 through Aroma Concept.
Mm.
It truly captures the magic of autumn. It captures that season piece of fall, Thanksgiving, Christmas. How does it do that? The notes are cinnamon, blood mandarin, the middle notes are tobacco and myrrh. The base is tonka bean and patchouli. But if you've ever smelled 1 million Privé, it is so close to the OG. The thing that it does not mention in here, it has the cinnamon apple note. It smells like apple is in here, cinnamon apple. This fragrance is perfect for outing, for gatherings of dinners. I wouldn't wear this at work because it's just too,
Quite heavy.
yeah, and it just doesn't seem like it fits the scenery. But to out leisure, dinner with the folks, dinner out, I like this fragrance. This fragrance too, also because maybe I'm up in age. I would like to casual, business casual and up. I wouldn't go full dress up with this cuz I think it's a little bit too, it's not there for dress up, but it's perfect for business casual to leisure.
It looks
Mil
amazing.
yeah, Milano Privé. Beautiful rendition of 1 million Privé.
From Pandora's Sense,
Wow.
and we've got it pulled up here. It
Hmm.
looks amazing, guys. A lot of character to that fragrance, and I have smelled the OG. So if it's anything like that, I would hop on that and put that in your arsenal.
Hey, it is $35.
That's
Can you believe
incredible.
that?
That's incredible.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Word. Okay, so I'm gonna stay in the daytime. I went from wake up to sun or
Okay.
sun up to sundown. So we're gonna stay because I think generally when I think of colder weather, I'm always leaning on sweet. So we'll get to that. But what are you gonna do during the daytime? You gonna pack on a sweet buttery fragrance in the morning and at lunch? Probably not. And if you are, you know. You might need to get an evaluation. You know what I'm saying? Because you're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? So from this fragrance, I really think out of the entire line, this is something as a man you have to put your nose on. Probably not one of the best fougere styles, but to me, it's one of the most solid staple Oriental woody fragrances from the house. This is from the house of Roja, and this is Danger.
Okay. Ooh, what a killer. Oh, what a killer. Okay, okay.
And this
Do
is from the
share.
this is from the Parfum Cologne collection. Guys, when we talk about woody spicy, and sometimes I hate saying oriental because I know what woody oriental is or oriental fougere means because I've looked it up and I've smelled a lot of fragrances like it. But I think for younger people and people who don't really do a lot of research on fragrances, they hear the word oriental and might think about things that don't necessarily apply here. Like you might think the fragrance has some kind of oriental feel, which it does on paper, but you might not know what oriental is comprised of. You might think it's sweet, spicy, which it can be. But I want to tell you that as a masculine fragrance, this is very airy, classy, masculine, super modern though. The Parfum, the Roja's, and you guys can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I think I do have this correct though. I believe the Parfum Cologne collection basically takes the older eau de parfum concentrations and jazzes up the top notes and makes them more modern. They do this with Vetiver, Scandal, Danger. They even did it with Elysium, Enigma. They're trying to make these fragrances a little more bright on the top and jazzed up to be a little more modern in terms of their appeal on the top notes. Still give you the richness and depth and performance and all that, but just give them kind of a new face. And I think the bottle style for this set reflects that. You know, it's not a sold out version, but it's just a brighter, more modernized time with today's perfumery and expectations with that beautiful sparkly top. And you get that truly with all the fragrances from that particular line. Woody Oriental, it's ambery, it's woody, it's green, it's spicy. And when I say all of that, the blend is so smooth. So smooth. It's not stick out with spice. It's not stick out with woods. It's a woody base, just beautified with these sparkling touches of greenery. You know, kind of a forest green, a tangy fresh spicy green. Some kind of oriental spices as well. It's extremely aromatic. I just think this is modern class in a bottle. If you're under maybe 25, I feel like a fragrance like this might be a bit ambitious just because the complexity and style does date back a bit. You know, it's almost like a modern take on old fougere elements. So fougères applied to men in the working class. So if you're barely working or you're just starting to work or you're in school and stuff like that, it might put a little too much chest hair on you. But if you're an ambitious young guy trying to go out there and get it in the fall, this will absolutely work because again, I feel the Parfum Cologne line does modernize them to be more light, airy, and sparkly. So if there ever was a fougere style or a woody oriental that you could get into, this would be the starting place of that. I do think this is dumb reach everyday work environment, upscale casual. I don't think it's casual to the point of playfulness. This is very gentlemanly, meaning you're a grown man. You might have a playful side, but this is grown man affairs. So you're not doing business, but you're just a grown man who doesn't have time for games. So when you're moving around, it's a bravado scent of I'm well groomed, I'm classy, I'm aged. You know what I'm saying? And it's just got that sophistication. This is the man you want to be in a bottle. I just love how rich this fragrance is for how light and airy it feels. The performance is awesome on it. And yeah, man, if I could consolidate what this smells like, it has a woody base. It has almost a lemon and green accord sitting in the heart. And then on the top is dancing these spices in the form of like pepper, this fresh spicy kind of greenness, and even like a oriental. I don't know about cinnamon, but I don't know. I get kind of like almost a cuminy, clovey type of cinnamon spice type of combo. I'll read the notes though. That's just what I get.
Okay.
The notes here say lavender, lemon, bergamot, tarragon, violet, jasmine, lily of the valley, oak moss, cumin, vanilla, tonka, patchouli, musk, ambergris, leather, woody, vetiver, cedar, clove, rhubarb, and galbanum. So guys, that's what's hard about Roja, and that's why I tried to consolidate it and just give you a few standout notes because you're looking at a lot of Roja Dove fragrances. The note pyramid will not help you to discern what you're getting yourself into. Let me just end with this, Kicks. I'll say the beauty of a fragrance like Profondo, Sedley, even Castley that just came out. The beauty of those fragrances is they have elements of light, airy, metallic, somewhat marine, citric, spicy. You're in that category, right? But they're light, but they're robust. The only difference between the vibe of those and this is a very ambery, woody experience under it with a little bit more emphasis on a varying amount of spices. So it gives you the same vibe as a, Profondo or Silver Mountain Water or Sedley or even Greenlee or something like that, but it's way more sophisticated. So if you like those fragrances but want a higher elevation of those styles, I think you go into this because it's just got more nuts.
You know what? Great, great pick. And it's crazy that you picked that one. And see, I have mine's all lined up in order, and it's crazy that you picked that one. Good pick. Good pick. My next pick is an exclusive edition. Unfortunately, it's not in circulation anymore, and I was blessed to get the bottle. Um, this definitely just shows that it embodies that fall
Mm.
fall time, that autumn. It's Dolce and
Oh,
Gabbana exclusive edition, the One Royal Night. Oh my God, y'all! Listen,
I you had me looking up Tom Ford just a second ago. Okay, I
no,
see you.
no. Let me tell you, if you guys love the classic Dolce and Gabbana, the one, this is almost the same, but it's a little deeper. It's a little bit deeper in the sense of it's not necessarily in the form of richness, but depth. It's dark, not too dark. The only thing that is missing is the tobacco in here. It is a fresh, it's not fresh, it's a woody, ambery, spicy with a hint of like olibanum. It's very, it's almost like the Dolce Gabbana on the one, but this is like the Arabian Night version. And
Mm.
I love it. I love it. You're missing the tobacco in this, but what I usually do, and I don't have a problem with layering. People have a problem with layering. I don't. If you like, just put a little bit of Dolce & Gabbana EDT, the one, just to get that tobacco hint with the layer of this. Oh my God.
Mm.
Amazing. When can you wear this? You could wear this during the day. When you smell this, the picture I get is those leaves that fall off of those trees that have a little bit of orange, a little bit of red, brown. You got a dash a little yellow in there. This embodies that fall, Thanksgiving, Halloween feeling, okay? Can you wear this at work? You could definitely wear this at work. The projection is nice. You can dress it up. You can dress this all the way up if you like, all the way down to business casual. If you are gonna wear it, I say I wouldn't do t-shirt in this. I wouldn't do t-shirt in this either. But you can get away with wearing it at work. You just got to be a little easy on the sprays. But a counteract to a wonderful, mysterious version of Dolce Gabbana, the one, DNG, the one. Check out the exclusive edition, Royal Nights.
And that thing got crazy ratings. I think 4.35 out of 5. That's creeping into mass appeal territory as far as Fragrantica ratings go. The one is already special, so the fact that they took it even more special uh, shouldn't be shortchanged at all. I'm actually really interested in smelling out. You said it's discontinued?
It's discontinued.
How
If you
dare
find
you?
any bottles, I know. Cardamom, basil, nutmeg, pearwood, amber, sandalwood. I hate sandalwood, guys. The sandalwood in this is amazing. Cedar, that cedarwood in the labdanum, giving it that like smoky, like leathery. light leathery fragrance. It is amazing. This fragrance is amazing. If you guys can find a bottle on the gray market and you can get it for hey, I ain't even gonna lie. I would even spend $1.50.
Oh,
I
okay.
would. I would spend $1.50 on this. It's that worthy of having in your collection. Fall fragrance, you just don't want to smell like the one. You wanna you wanna step out. You wanna be different. Check out this one. Dolce Gabbana the one, Royal Knights. Wow.
Amazing. Amazing.
Mm-mm-mm.
Excellent. All right. Let's turn up a bit since we're on our the back two. Um so I could have cheated, right? I could have hit y'all with
Yeah.
the fragrance that has given me the most compliments so far this year in the not necessarily fall, but nighttime cold weather setting, and that would be Trace Oros from day 3. The amount of compliments, the amount of star that fragrance is star power. When you talk about just intoxicating romance, intoxicating nightlife and vibe, a thrilling and exhilarating romantic fragrance to wear, Trace Oros embodies that, and it's got a radiant warmth. I'm going to give you a fragrance that going into fall will give you the same vibe and scent profile as Trace Oros, but it's lighter. It'll work more appropriate with a breeze, and you can still get that vibe with the intoxication toned down, because it's a lot more airy and fresh. This is Casa Marati's Lyra.
Oh,
And
that's sweet
I,
lemon.
I, I absolutely love this fragrance because to me it's light, airy, fresh Trace Oros. Picture Trace Oros's warm, thick, syrupy radiance, and you get to see it reimagined as an airy, light, delicate fragrance, but you don't lose any of the performance. The sillage is still majestic. The projection is still 3 to 5 feet. It carries, it's got the star power because it's a beautiful blend. It's kind of got this, I don't know, it some people smell it differently. Um,
Mm.
some people might say like my nozzle is tripping. Some people
Uh
might
oh.
say I don't know, I've heard different stuff like lemon creamsicle, pineapple upside down type of vibe. Um it's all of that truly. It's got a buttery, creamy lemon cupcake-ness vibe to it. Um it's not quite pineapple like Trace Oros, but it has like it's the same level of radiant, warm, ambery dessertiness. Um,
Mm.
I think I would again. I don't know this for sure, but I would imagine it's something like if what's the fragrance? Chanel Allure Homme Edition Blanche.
Yeah, I was gonna say
If
the same
that had
thing.
a baby with Trace Oros, this would be the that fragrance Lyra for me. I love it because for a gourmand, it gives you the pungency and power of a gourmand with this very light just brush over the top of it. So as aggressive as it is as a scent profile, it feels like they're not it's not intrusive, but if you get within proximity, it will kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very robust. Some men might be intimidated by this because it's a little too desserty, but I think the airiness of it and the soft approach of it is what allows daring men to try this scent, because I would call it is marketed as a woman's scent, but
Okay.
I think for men that want a fun, playful scent that is a his and her type of fragrance, you won't touch it a lot. She'll wear it a lot, but when you want to get in your bag and kind of have that edition blanche kind of style, even Trace Oros, I mean, let's be real, guys. That is a syrupy, cinnamon, pineapple, honey, brown sugar bomb. Would you call that a masculine fragrance? On paper, probably no. But when I tell you men can absolutely rock that fragrance, they can. And so you got to have confidence to wear a fragrance like this. And if I could consolidate it, I would call it this kind of caramely lemon cupcakey vibe with airiness and freshness. Just to scroll down here, give you the notes: blood orange, bergamot, lavender up top, cinnamon, licorice, jasmine in the mid, and then that dry down is really where you get left with more of a simplistic vanilla, caramel, and musk. I think the musk, the lavender, even the licorice and white jasmine brush this fragrance in a way that allows men to confidently kind of try this style out. Because unlike Trace Oros, this is not syrupy. It's heavy, but counterbalanced with airiness and freshness, but it doesn't have that syrupy, gluey, gummy texture, nor the radiance that Trace Oros has. So this would be an evening scent. Or if you were maybe on a vacation, poolside, fun, you got the pina colada in your hand, this would complement that very well. Resort pool party, beach, something near the water in a breeze or some morning dew in the air type of vibe. It would be sundown moving into the evening. Maybe you're outdoors at a restaurant that's kind of overlooking something. That would be that type of vibe for it. Or if you want to just go all out and call it a clubbing fragrance, this isn't my style clubbing fragrance if I was still clubbing, but there might be some men that are that kind of like the Jean-Paul Gaultier approach to the clubbing nightlife scene that might maybe layer this. My honest opinion from my personality is if you want to wear this at as a bachelor in the nightlife, put a woody fragrance under it, just ground it a little bit, maybe an Encre Noir a la Extreme or Encre Noir Sport, just to ground the thing and not be dancing with the gourmand cupcakes type of vibe. But I just think it's a beautiful scent. It's a scent where you could buy it for your lady and steal sprays a couple times a year for some cool, fun nightlife or some poolside, light, fun type of stuff.
Okay. Hey, that's a wonderful fragrance. I have it as well. And what I get from is like this lemony pound cake, almost sometimes even a lemon meringue pie type of smell from it. It's a great fragrance. I love it. I still have mine. Do I wear it often? Not as much, but
I
when
don't
you
think
do
you
wear it,
can. It's like Trace Oros in that I've been wearing it a lot, Trace Oros a lot recently because I've been taking my wife out a lot. But if me and my wife weren't going out a lot, Trace Oros would kind of be a star power one shot, one kill once in a while type of nightlife fragrance because it's so animated, right? But if we weren't going out to eat a lot at nice restaurants or going to a hotel or something like that, I really wouldn't have a cause to wear it because I'm not wearing Trace Oros in the morning or in the afternoon. It makes no sense. It's daring for a man to even wear that, period, I feel. Whereas a woman, I think, could pull it off a lot more often. So in the same way, I like Lyra because you can get that vibe and that freshness allows you to wear it more like, between the 3 and 8 o'clock PM type of setting. And as long as you have a breeze, it's not intimidating at all, but you can start to break into gourmand territory. And I think when you go lemon instead of like honey or brown sugar or cinnamon, that's a softer approach into gourmand that
I
I
agree.
gravitate towards. Even another alternative to something like this that's very close, and I would love to compare them side by side because I do have both of them, is Kerosine's Unknown Pleasures. I think that fragrance smells like lemon cupcakes in an ice cream parlor. So I'd be interested to see how close it is to this profile because that's another airy light entry level gourmand that's just I don't like gourmands at all. Like Lyra, Trace Oros. I have only a couple fragrances in my collection that are gourmand, truly. My gourmands tend to need leather, woods, back, real masculine growl stuff behind them before I'll deal with them. Rums, dried fruits, stuff like that. Patchouli. But yeah, Lyra, I have a soft spot for Lyra, Tres Oros, and Unknown Pleasures in terms of those lighter, sweeter, edible gourmands. But yeah, and enough making love to the track.
It's all good. It's all good. Very interesting. Very good pick. Um, well, here was my final pick. Um, I'm not gonna lie. I recently ran across this fragrance because I have so many fragrances. It was under all kind of other fragrances, and I picked this out, and it just reminded me of fall, winter, nighttime. Amazing. The fragrance I'm talking about is Dumont Celerio Epic.
Oh, you
Yeah.
were telling me about this one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This fragrance right here is exceptionally well done. Oh my god.
That one's heavy,
It
isn't
has
it?
it's heavy. It has a cinnamony, nutmeg, boozy cognac, plum, vanilla, woody, musky. This is a beast mode fragrance, y'all. This fragrance is so amazing. Very, very cinnamony, spicy type of fragrance. This definitely works for the nighttime. As you guys can see, most of mine have been picked for the evening, for the
Mm-hmm.
nighttime, right? This fragrance embodies your holidays. It embodies all of your holidays. For 50 bucks, it can cover you for 3 months. It can cover you from that 3 months, from that autumn time, that Thanksgiving, that Christmas into the spring, early spring. For me, because I'm in, Southern California, into cooler evenings, even right now in the summer. But you gotta be careful. This is very, very boozy. It's very, very cinnamon spice. It's very spicy. The plum in this is amazing. You smell it, okay? It has a dry wood in it to bring it, you can't do angel share. That's fine. You can't do PDM Ojan. That's fine. Love Trace Orals. Got a 10 ml. Love it. Mm. You on a budget, but you want to be in the same room as the big boys? Go ahead and get Dumont Celerio Epic for $50. You can be that man. Just keep your mouth closed and not mess it up for yourself. Let the fragrance do its magic. I'm telling you guys, I love it. And then I'm gonna tell you guys, when it dries down, you get this nice, not sickly, but elegant vanilla, and the musk give it this heavenly, fresh aftermath.
uh,
Y'all, what can you wear with this? You can dress this up. Not too, not after, not like black and white. You going to a party? If you're gonna do that, you got to be very easy. This thing is a monster. It projects. You only need maybe like 3 sprays is a lot. You guys know I'm shotgun shug. I spray up. That's what I do. Wear t-shirt party. You can't do it with this. You cannot do it with this. But like I said, for $50, a $50 make 'em holler. Dumont Celerio Epic.
Dumont makes sick fragrances, man. I have the green one, the green and black one. Is it Elysium?
The green and black one.
Celerio
So you,
Elysium. Um,
mm,
Celerio. Yeah,
let me just.
Celerio Elysium.
Oh, Celerio Elysium. That's the one that's clear. It looks like
It's got the black and silver.
Montebaco. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one is a inspiration of Montebaco, Ormond James Montebaco Intensivo.
Oh, really?
Absolutely good.
I didn't
Yes,
even
it's
know that. I have it. Shout outs to Gator for sending it to me. I did not know that that's what it was chasing. So that's good to know.
yeah. So, but Dumont does a hell of a job. Their oil quality is very nice. You're getting a fragrance of $50 that's putting you in the ballpark of some of the big boys, and it's going to get you the right attention. You will be able to get unsolicited conversations, and my God, I can only think of at a Thanksgiving or at a party, we're gonna have conversation. Great icebreaker.
Excellent choice. Excellent choice. Yeah, I heard you telling me about that one. I got to get my nose on it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll send you something. It's not a big deal. I'll send you something.
All right. So am I taking us home? Is that your fourth?
That is my fourth, unless if you have an honorable mention.
Okay, I'll do mine, and then I know you have one, so you can end up with your honorable. Actually, you know what? Just share your honorable mention.
Okay, then. Hey, look, I got two of them, but this in one, y'all. It's one honorable mention. Y'all don't sleep on Paco
Oh
Rabanne 1 million.
gosh.
I have the Oud one, 1 million Oud. This was an exclusive edition, but you guys can still get this because it's still in circulation. And mess with Royal. Mess with Royal. This one, you gotta be a strong masculine man to wear this because it gives you a niche twist on going against what 1 million usually do. It has this wood and this oud in it that is just straight mysterious, very masculine. It works for the colder weather. This brings out a lovely sillage. You don't need a lot, but it is giving you that niche feel. You never think Paco Rabanne 1 million would do that. With Royal, oh my God, the Olabanum, the smoke in this one gives off almost a leathery note and a bit of rose in this one, but it is great. These are my two honorable mentions. If you guys can get your nose on it, go to your nearest department store. I know this is there. This might not be there, but you can find this online. These are my honorable mentions. Beautiful.
I'm gonna say this. 1 million is a lot like Jean Paul Gaultier in the sense that I would tell you Lamal Elixir is the best Jean Paul Gaultier. However, I say that fully aware of the fact that everybody has different Jean Paul Gaultiers. Everybody has a different top two. you know, it just is what it is. With 1 million, people always ask me, what's the best 1 million? And I have to name like half the line because it's like, it depends. Like age
Right.
goes into it, location goes into it, how challenging the fragrance is. Maybe you don't like intense stuff, maybe you don't like light stuff, and I don't know you. One thing
Yeah.
I'll say though is 1 million Royal Oud or 1 million Oud is if you're over 25 years old, you just have to have it. It smells nothing like the rest of them. I feel like it gives you the same vibe check as the rest of them, but you're not dealing with that spicy, sweet, vanillic type of profile. I think it's one of the most commercial ouds ever. Like they took oud and made it so modern and crisp and gave you that sophistication while still having just such a designer feel. This is a designer oud that because oud's not in a lot of designers, automatically gives it a little bit of a niche profile. Um, it blew my mind. I have to have a bottle of it, and you can still get your hands on it. But Royal is just as good. But I just wanted to tell you guys that like you can't lose getting a 1 million fragrance. Just put your nose on them and see what floats your boat. Because just like Jean Paul Gaultier, everybody has a different lean, but they're all good. That's why I wanted to show you guys the ratings on these. Did you want to say anything else about this combo?
Man, you know what? No, I just wanted to let you know, just check it out. Especially for my older gentlemen, you will like 1 million oud is because it just brings a woody sophistication of it just screams out more money. It
Yeah,
got
it
this more
does.
money feel, like wow, you would never think 1 million Paco Rabanne would make something like that. very daring on their
It's
end.
so out of place to the line, but you are so thrilled that it's there. Let me tell you guys something. Niche heads will tell you that Oud for Greatness is the most wearable oud. I beg to differ. 1 million oud is the most commercially wearable oud. And if it's not, it is among the top 3. That is one of the most wearable ouds I have ever seen. It's clean, it's sophisticated, it's signature, and I don't really get the level of quality that they got in that fragrance with any other designer level oud for the most part. There might be one or two, but man, and especially comparatively to Oud for Greatness, which I have and I love. I have Oud for Greatness and Oud for Glory. No. That's a heavier profile that's quite robust. And because of that, it might be intimidating. This has a freshness to it. Like it's weighty while being a something I imagine myself wearing throughout the day. Whereas Oud for Greatness, you could wear it in cold weather throughout the day, but it has a more serious, formal tone to it, I feel, where it's got a more poshness, like a special occasion. 1 million oud feels like the occasion is that you're just that dude and you're just going to go wear it for the day. So in that sense, I feel like it is even more wearable than Oud for Greatness. And it's even a fresher, more wearable take on Oud, even though Oud for Greatness is a staple. Like it's almost a rite of passage if you're dealing with Oud. Okay, let's take it home. So we're in the evening time. I'm going to be honest with you guys. A lot of you guys might be like, dang, Scent Bubble, you're hitting us with just all kind of different fragrances. Like what? Fall time, you're wearing Presence and Danger and Lyra. Like, you know, I didn't hit you guys with, I could have definitely came in here and hit y'all with the vanillic, spicy, sweet, and we could have went into the typical suspects, but I know you guys have that stuff. So why would, like, what do you want me to, like, massage your shoulders and make you feel good about stuff you already know is good for fall? Or do you want to scratch your head and be like, oh, I never thought of that. Maybe I might. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely wear more than this type of stuff. And these aren't some of my usual go-tos, but best believe when I try these, it's opening my mind. It's giving me a different experience that your usual suspects won't. I'm going to hit you guys. I'm going to break you guys off a little more standard, a little more straight to the point, something that you guys would be familiar with. My last fragrance for the evening time, honestly, this is anything after 4 p.m. This is nightlife. This is lounge life. This is concert life. This is seduction in a bottle. This is you want her to remember your name. Just wear this and tell her, and she won't forget it. You won't have to say it twice. It's an intoxicating vanilla to me, intoxicatingly sweet. Top 3 in the line for me. This is Initio's Absolute Aphrodisiac.
Ooh, what a heavy hitter! Oh,
I'm gonna pull it up here for
oh.
y'all. Guys, this is a really simple fragrance, man. It's vanilla, it's leather, it's a animalicness, and the animalic is not animalistic to me. To the untrained nose, which I would say I have an untrained nose. I'm an untrained nose with a lot of experience. Let's put it that way. You know, I don't train, right? I'm just going on my journey and learning a lot. I freestyle my thing. So, it's vanilla, it's leather, and the animalic to me just feels like this kind of mysteriousness to this fragrance. So picture it's not a typical vanilla. It's not a McDonald's-y vanilla ice cream vanilla. It's not even a buttery, robust Grand Soir caramelish vanilla. It's almost the same kind of vanilla. It's not even ashy. It's a buttery vanilla. It's a buttery, mysterious vanilla with a leather base. And so it's a swagged out vanilla, and the animalics in this with the leather just make it so grown. You know what I mean? Like, and to me, it's one of the most intoxicating vanillas because it's almost like a Oud for Greatness spin on a vanilla fragrance. You get the mysterious Great Gatsby bravado of Oud for Greatness, but vanilla. So it's commercial. It's almost commercializing. You know how with Blue Talisman Extrait, they brought the vanilla in. It adds the carry, but it almost gives a body to it now that feels a little bit more like, yeah, that's what it should have been.
Yeah.
Imagine if Oud for Greatness wasn't wearable and they just injected it with a really rich, unique kind of buttery vanilla. And it's like, oh, it's even more wearable now. You know what I'm saying? This is just a beautiful fragrance. Let me walk through some of the notes. It's also ambery.
Yes, ambery. It's
Yeah.
ambery. That's what I wanted to say. The amber in it is beautiful.
It's awesome, man. Vanilla, amber, castoreum, leather, musk, and white flowers. Guys, this is one of the reasons why I wish they don't get rid of just trying to neuter all animalics, because the mysteriousness, the dark tone, the complexity, the richness, a lot of stuff that gives masculine scents their masculineness is what I appreciate in a fragrance like this, that I feel like if it didn't have that castoreum and that musk, it's a much more Happy Meal McDonald's-y type of fragrance. This feels aged like in a barrel. You know what I'm saying? Intoxicating vanilla. There's not really vanillas like it. And in the Initio lineup, there's a lot of sweet fragrances. Everything is sweet and romantic in a different spin. I just gravitated to Absolute Aphrodisiac the most. You know, for me, I didn't click with the Side Effect. I do like the Atomic Rose, but I didn't click with it the most. I just thought it was a great take on Rose. The Blessed Baraka, what's the other one like Absolute Aphrodisiac? Psychedelic Love. They're all great fragrances. It's just this one spoke to me. It's almost like a secret attack on women. You know what I'm saying? Like it growls to her, it whispers to her. The vanilla makes it feel commercial, but this is just so much more grown man affairs with that. You could wear this in the lounge, the concert, the night out to eat. You know, you're out shopping. You know, you can have whatever you like with your girl because you're that dude. It's just intoxicating. And during the fall, it would just be amplified. Everything I just said times 5.
Show the bottle, dude. Look at the emblem. Look how that bottle says it's serious. Look at that. The bottle says it's serious.
Yeah, it's just,
come on,
guys. There's a lot of guys. Let me just tell you this. I'm just gonna say a couple names and we'll wrap up. So you got things like Coromandel, white chocolate, vanilla in the base. You got Le Leon, does a similar vibe. You got Nishane Ani, Thousand Silent Ways, Fan Your Flames. You got Grand Soir. You got Vanille Fatale. You've got Vanilla Sex. You've got I mean, we're naming hitters. You've got Naxos, right? You've got what are some other vanillas that you think of? Even Byredo has a couple of intoxicating vanillas. I think Bond Number 9 has a couple of intoxicating vanillas. Guys, there's a lot of great vanillas out there. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. Even Noir Extreme and stuff like that with the cinnamon and the vanilla and the spiced vanilla vibe. This is different, guys. This is down the territory of By Killian Straight to Heaven, where it's like dark leather, animalics, but such a perfect balance of vanilla that it doesn't lean so grown that it outgrows you in age. There's just the right amount of vanilla to make the leather and animalics a supporting emphasis that basically color the vanilla. This is my, oh man, I could go on a soapbox right now, Kicks. We'll do this on a different day, but I could see people smelling this and not understanding at first. But here's where I'm at with it, and we'll call it a night. Vanilla is boring to me. And you want to know why? Because everybody does it the same. At the designer level, it all smells the same. And it becomes a matter of who can jazz it up the best. When you finally get to niche, I really feel like most people take certain approaches towards it. Like they either go amber buttery, they go ashy, or they go vanilla ice cream. And yes, you're using better raw materials, but they don't counterbalance it at all. They just go 70-80% with that star vanilla, and they don't ratio the background jazz enough. So the background just makes it a tiny bit not just a vanilla fragrance. And it doesn't character the vanilla. It doesn't give the vanilla a personality that would make it different from the rest of the other fragrances you would compare it to. The nuances between vanillas at the niche level are very subtle. And I think that that's the product of perfumers not allowing the supporting elements of a vanilla fragrance to sing more. And to me, and that's an episode for a different time. In Absolute Aphrodisiac, it is vanilla enough to call it a vanilla fragrance. But when this is simplified to amber, castoreum, leather, musk, and white flower, those are still like 40% of the fragrance. And because of that, the vanilla actually smells different than everything. They become the vanilla. The vanilla has a whole different outfit with a different fitted cap and a different swag. And I just don't get that from a lot of vanillas. They're playing. There's no vanillas that have their own silhouette in the game where it's like nobody does vanilla like that. So this is a fragrance to me where it was one of the first vanillas I smelled, and I named a lot of Titan fragrances that have vanilla in it, guys. So don't come at me. But this was one of the first vanillas I came across where I was like, oh, this vanilla has some swag. Like it's like, yo, take me seriously. I'm different. And then it's intoxicating with the animalics. I'll leave it at that.
You know what? Well said, man. But I'll leave it. We ain't gonna go into it. It's for another discussion. But understand, there's levels to vanillas. There's levels to all of these fragrances, and only you and your nose can judge it. And your journey will dictate what fits for you. But that one, man, bravo! What a hell of an honorable mention. Damn.
Because I know people will look at this note profile with 6 notes, and they'll either get turned off by seeing a rat's face,
Yeah,
or
or
they might just feel like it's too simple. And this is a masterclass on when simplicity and balance and quality come together in a perfect way. It's not about throwing. Sometimes I'm gonna be honest with you guys. In my experience, I feel like I know Neiman Marcus like the back of my hand at this point. I'm not the guy that's gonna go in and smell 10 fragrances. I've gone into Neiman Marcus and literally had 5 different reps dog walk me through every department, and I'll be that annoying guy that smells 50, 60 fragrances in one time. And I'm gonna use my talk and my candor to make them enjoy my company like I'm really about this, and they'll enjoy showing it to me, because they know I'm into it. So I've done this many times in Neiman's, and I know my way around a lot of the star power niche fragrances, at least at the retail level. And a lot of people cheat vanilla big time. They cheat. And what I mean by cheat is they give you something you've already smelled before, but because it's niche, you think you haven't smelled it before, and you have. And that's a travesty because it makes vanilla feel like just stuff chicks can wear. It's hard for men to find vanillas that you're proud of. Yeah, you know it's going to get the chicks, but are you proud to wear it because it's got personality, not just vanilla? You're not the vampire with the garlic. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just got more to it.
You know what? What we will do, you guys, we will have a grown man vanilla. We will have interesting vanilla edition. Is because I know I got a few that I can definitely talk about. I know you got a few that you could talk about. We got to get our guy. I know he has a few.
Oh, Gator?
So, yeah. So
Yeah.
I know that we need to definitely. This is a subject that we will definitely dig into. But vanilla, vanilla is for us guys too, and there's different levels of it. So you guys stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Absolutely. Hey, hey guys, we went 4 for 4 and sprinkled a little bit of cherry on top for you with some honorable mentions. This was 4 for 4 fragrances for fall. We tried to hit different times of the day, different moods, different vibes, different tiers, different affordability. We're just two guys talking about fragrance, man, and we're not trying to be the lord of fragrance or be correct. We're just trying to, share our experiences, because if you're anything like us, it's just good to get the information, and we're out hunting all the time. So the fact that we've had these experiences with these fragrances, maybe you've had your eye on them too, or maybe you're just learning about them for the first time. So I'll put in the descriptions below each of our picks. Guys, if you're into this podcast, we've been getting DMs like crazy. Please comment. Comment, if you enjoy it, if you want to hear about particular subjects, because each week we come up with a topic on the spot and we want to bring versatility to the platform. And we're both fans of letting you guys decide the content you want to see. So as long as it's, stuff that's on par with the channel, I'm more than happy to cater this type of topical content to stuff you guys are currently wanting to hear about. Kix, do you have any last words for the people? We're at, an hour and 5.
Just keep tuning in. We're gonna keep giving you guys bangers. We have a lot to discuss. Hey, and we're open to whatever you guys want. We're open to it as long as we're happy to accommodate. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for allowing me to be on SB, and y'all to the next one for me. Yak Mob.
Peace.